You are listening to your auntie's favorite DJ, DJ Treacy Tree.
What the pot? What the pot? What the pot? What the pot?
What's going on, and welcome to What the Pod. I go by the name of DJ Treacy Tree, your auntie's favorite DJ, and now your fairy pod mother. What the Pod is a podcast that recommends new shows for you to listen to, and thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday. I want to start the show off with some podcast news. There was a recent study done that uncovered regular podcast listening reduces the likelihood of smartphone addiction. So people who enjoy podcasts also enjoy a life outside of their smartphone. Fun fact. Next, I found there's a new podcast app that actually pays you in Bitcoin. You heard that right. It's called Fountain. Fountain now allows its users to earn Bitcoin while listening to their favorite podcasts. Users of the platform can also be paid to support their favorite creators, as well as the CEO believes that your time is valuable, so both podcasters and listeners will be rewarded. I know for sure that I'm going to claim my podcast on Fountain. Check it out if it sounds like something that you might like. I went on a reality TV podcast binge and lined up some of the most awesome shows this week that revolve around the lives of reality TV stars and reality shows that have been syndicated into podcasts. One of the first reality TV shows that I personally fell in love with was Catfish, the TV show. Now, all of these seasons later, and people are still getting catfished in 2022. Neve has a brand new host, and that's Cammy. No shade to Max. I loved Max as well, but Cammy is feisty, and we love to see it, right? So check out Catfish, the podcast with me today. Why didn't y'all tell me Paternity Court had a podcast? Man, I could have been working out this whole time while listening to Judge Lake tell me that I need to do better. I am starting from episode 1. Even though I've already seen all of the shows, I definitely want to tune in to the audio version. Listen in to Lauren Lake's Paternity Court with me today. And the last podcast that I'm checking in with today is one that I regularly check into, and that's Carefully Reckless with Jess Hilarious. Every time I need a laugh, I check in with Jess. You should also check out her reckless discussions on her YouTube channel. Listen in with me today, Carefully Reckless with Jess Hilarious. Thank you so much for tuning in to What the Pod. If you liked any of my podcast picks, then share my show with your friends. As always, click the link in the show notes to follow me on Spotify and listen along to these pods with me. Let me know your favorites on TikTok at DJ Treacy Trees. Please follow me. That's DJ TRICEY. If you love me and you love my show, give me 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I'll check back in with you tomorrow where I'll have 3 new podcasts for you to listen to.